Hey Libra placements, how are you guys doing? So I've been shuffling and twice now the Justice has been on the bottom of the deck. I also saw the Nine of Cups twice as well as the Six of Cups twice. So interesting, just interesting. Okay, so first, look, it's there again. I can't make this shit up. Okay. Before I get into it, I do have my pup here in the vicinity with me. She might bark. You might see her come in and out of the screen. So just ignore that. We're going to be doing a surrender series this time around. So you might have already noticed that I've done all the other signs minus you and Scorpio now. I did start with Sagittarius and I went in order after that. We're going to be doing general reads. These are timeless. If the messages resonate and they feel right, then they are for you. And if not, then let it go. Don't force them. Check your sun, moon, and rising or any other placements that you feel called to for more clarity and insight. And yeah, we're going to get an overall look into the energy, some challenges, some guidance, and then we're going to tie it all together with a surrender message, which will also be the title of this read. So let's get into it for Libra. Overall themes and energy for Libra placements. It's the second time the Five of Wands has also come out now. Two of Pentacles. What are you guys juggling? For a sign that's meant to represent balance, right? That's where I feel you guys struggle the most sometimes, is really striking a balance, equilibrium. Interesting. For Libra placements, what's the overall energy? I feel like you guys are just juggling a lot. Correct me if I'm wrong. We have the Hierophant. We're getting some repeat cards already from the previous read I just did, which is the Virgo. So if you have placements in Virgo as well, definitely go check it out. Overall energy, doing things. Ooh, you know what? I'm going to get another one first. And if I need to get a clarifier, I will get that first before opening my mouth. Libra, what's the overall energy? We have the Page of Swords. That's an interesting combination, I will say. Okay, for some of you, this really has to do all with your relationships. But let's be real, with Libra placements, rules of 7th house, I'm not surprised. And this doesn't have to necessarily be limited to romantic, okay? All types of relationships that are serious commitments here. So this could be professional as well as just friends and family. However, I do feel an emphasis on the issues, which is crazy because we're not even into the challenge row yet, right? So I do feel that there is a certain, I want to say maybe lack of tenacity and a bit of tactlessness in your interactions. Ooh, this is gonna ruffle some feathers. Okay. Well, yeah. So the Page of Swords, the way I view this card and I pick up on it in readings, not the best card, not the most mature, definitely needs to be more polished and more experienced. However, it does represent willingness and sometimes not necessary bold things said and thought up. So yes, while this is a good card of talking and thinking of new things, it's not always translated to the best. And I bring that up because paired with this first card, it makes me feel like there needs to be a balance between being having right etiquette, right? That's important in your delivery, but also making sure that when you're in front of other people, I don't know how to articulate this. It's yes, you are entitled to feel and think what you want to. You are your own person and you're entitled to your own journey and experience. But when it involves other people, there is a way to present said thoughts and feelings, right? And I think that's where there's a bit of struggle right now. let's get into it. But before we get into that, you know what? For you guys, I'm going to do one extra on the top here for general energy before we get into challenges. What else, just to give more insight into the general themes and energy for Libra, please? I do feel that some of you might be making a choice of trying to figure out if y'all should move forward with a relationship or a job or whatever this is for you, right? It can resonate in multiple ways. But there is some type of choice that needs to be made, and maybe that's the back and forth that you're going on about. The Page of Swords paired with this does kind of give me this air sign quality, but there's also the Lovers, which is Gemini, right? So we do have some air sign energy here. We have Taurus here as well. Those could be signs. If you have those signs, definitely check those readings. But at the end of the day, they're really just more energies that we're referring to. So a Taurus-like energy, a Gemini-like energy, air-like energy, very cerebral and talkative and witty and fast-thinking type of energy that I'm picking up on here. Don't rush, okay? If you want something real, if you want something grounded and concrete, then don't rush. Don't be so quick to be swept away with this airy energy, all right? Challenges for Libra. We have the Seven of Cups. Options. You have options. I feel it. There's a lot of stuff that you're juggling. Once again, prioritize. Interesting. Challenges for Libra, please. Balance yet again. Balance is the name of the game. Really, for your reading, why am I not surprised? Reciprocity is important. Give, but also take. Take, but also give. You cannot have one without the other. If this has to do with money for you guys, I feel that you guys are feeling the lack of, perhaps, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but you will notice that if you spend more, even unintentionally, but if you spend from a place of, I know I had to, but I know it's going to come back in some way, it will come back because that's the energy that money thrives off of, that money is. It likes to be welcomed in and given out freely and unconditionally. It will come back to you so much faster. I promise you that. Challenge. If this has to do with relationship, however, I feel that there's two things happening here. There are too many people that are being prioritized versus like maybe like one or two. And then there's like an imbalance in different relationships for you guys. And you can correct me if I'm wrong. Once again, this will resonate differently for everyone. There's a little bit of everything, I feel, for a majority of you guys. There's just an imbalance overall, right? First card out really sets the tone. Challenge for Libra placements, please. Okay. Can we get one? Can y'all breathe? Can y'all breathe with me real quick? Can y'all just, it's okay. Relax. Take a sip of water like I just did if you need to. Just relax a little bit and breathe. Thank you. Challenge for Libras. Knight of Wands. Being hasty with, like I'm saying, don't get swept up with this air energy. Don't tie that conviction and boldness and passion into this quick energy. Don't do it because I don't think it's gonna go well. If you want to create something sound, that's not the way. I'm telling y'all, it will crumble just as fast. Guidance, please. And before I started shuffling, yeah, it will crumble just as fast. Rest on it, think on it, sleep on it, think on it, wait on it. I'm telling y'all, all those cards are waiting and like, wait. There's more to the story. Guidance. If you have a certain situation of trying to figure out whether to move forward in perhaps marriage or commitment in some manner with a potential romantic interest. Wait. Wait. And I'm getting a Hindi Bollywood saying, "Picture abhi baki hai meri dost." Like, calm down, hold your horses. picture abhi baki hai mere dost. Which is literally, the movie isn't over yet. There's some more to be unfolded, right? Guidance for Libra placements, please. Guidance. Don't bicker. I feel like you guys have a tendency of being really swept up into the quick back and forth that starts happening in your interactions, and then you're just left with things said and done that you both or all parties regret. And this can be easily avoided just by just not acting so rash, right? Not speaking and acting so rash. Remember, like I said, immature, lack of tenacity, tactlessness. I mentioned these things. Guidance for Libra placements, please. Guidance for Libra placements. Interesting, we do have the Judgment here, which honestly kind of gives me like these, you'll realize. And if you wait it out, you'll see the bigger picture and understand why. You may not understand in the moment that you're trying to calm yourself down and take a breather, but you will after. The bigger picture, the perspective that you really need in order to integrate whatever this is, circumstance, lesson, whatever this is, it will come. But only if you slow down. Because it is coming, whether you like it or not. But also, since it's in the guidance position, it's crazy, I wanted to say tower earlier. Since it's in the guidance position, this Judgment card, I do also feel it's a call of action for you, right? It's kind of a little bit of homework. Spirit wants you to be active about these realizations. Are you giving yourself the time and space intentionally to have said realizations, to have said clarity, to have the epiphanies, to realize? Or are you just keeping yourself busy with the Seven of Cups, right? Are you just kind of jumping from one to the other, doing whatever to just kind of skate through, and then you're like, oh, okay, well, this is how I am. Because that has to stop. It's not cute. It never was cute. Sorry, guys, my phone, just lots of interruptions. So maybe is that also what's happening with you guys? Is there just a bunch of distractions and things that just keep coming to you, and so you feel that you can't filter it, so you just keep going with it, and then you're left burnt out and then just acting out of character, because then it's I haven't taken the time to myself, so I'm just on survival mode, I'm just in fight mode. That's interesting. I like that insight. Okay. Last guidance message. And if that is the case for you guys, then you more than anything and anyone need to create more structure in your life. Find some conventional ways to create some structure and routine in your life so that all of this doesn't have to follow. It doesn't have to be so chaotic, I promise. If you can just strike some type of routine and balance, it will be so much better. And yeah, this can be yours because it's in your hands to create it. You are the alchemist of your own life. And this 10 of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment, life partner, marriage for some of you, having that family, having that kids, having that house, having the stability, the security, the money, that is all very much so possible for you. But there needs to be more structure and intention behind everything. Maybe turn that Page of Swords into this Page of Wands, right? And then look at that, we're back. There is a worldly order, and then there is an order that we create in our own world. Ooh. What order do you have to sacrifice to understand this concept? To understand that you can have it all, you need to kind of give one or the other. Worldly order, your own order. Which one are you going to give into? And I'm not saying like live off the grid, don't do things that are appropriate, give all your responsibilities away. No one's saying all of that. Don't be so dramatic, Libras. But I am saying that there comes a point in everyone's journey where they have to dictate what can go on longer and what's sustainable and what is detrimental to their own path. And I feel that you are on one of those journeys and paths right now. And you're realizing that things can be good, but things can be bad. And they have been bad, and they have been good. And your role in them, and how to show up, and not let mindless, careless, subconscious survival mode kick in to dictate how it can play out is a huge lesson that you're integrating right now. Correct me if I'm wrong. All right, let's wrap this up into a nutshell. For some of you, this has to do with specific romantic situation, right? I did pick up on having to make a choice, needing to wait it out with the potential partner. I do see I don't like being the bearer of bad news, but for some of you, things aren't going to pan out unless there is some serious talks about how to keep it balanced and reciprocal. And it may not happen, and this is where you need to have the realizations of this person's not going to change. I never was meant to change them, and then move on and manifest this 10 of cups for yourself. And know that karma will take care of the rest. Divine order and destiny and fate will take care of the rest. If it's meant to be, it'll be. That's period. Like that's period. That's it. But if it's not meant to be, there's nothing you can do to make it work. If it's not aligned, there's nothing that you can do that like will create this balance at all. There won't be a shed of working with. It'll be an outweighing of this bad versus the good. And if you're there, you have your answer already. And if you have a role in it, you have your answer as well. Like, there's work that needs to be done on your end too. This is not just the other person's part, excuse me. Throat chakra coming through really strong here. Y'all need to do some work on it because there needs to be some serious healing here. Ooh, yeah. Y'all need some throat chakra help. Surrender message. Tie it up in a nutshell, shall we? Surrender to spirit. I'm telling y'all, a lot of this has to do with destiny and fate. But a lot of it does have to do with you having these epiphanies and realizations. I feel like this is where you do both, right? Interestingly enough, the direct message says, once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic for you. So for those of you, very direct message, that feel that you've done your part, you're already doing your work, there's nothing more you can do, which is never the case for anyone, I do feel. That's your message. If it's not meant to be, it's exactly what I said. If it's not meant to be, there's nothing that you can do to make it work. All you can do is just turn to, prayer. Turn to spirit, turn to God, universe, whatever you believe in, ancestors, angels, higher self, any of it, all of it. Directly ask for what you need. Ask for the support that you need. Ask for the answers, the clarity that you need, and it will be provided. For some of you, very direct message, clean up your altars, make an altar, and visit it every day. Sit with it every day to give yourself this inner peace, so then you can go out into the chaos and be anchored in your own being with spirit and not have to really be in this Two of Pentacles and Seven of Cups energy anymore. That's just chaotic and messy. All right? Anchor. Ooh, I like that. Let me know how these messages resonate. I love you guys so much. All my links are down below for donations, bookings, Instagram, all of that. Check your other signs for more insight, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.